Greeting beautiful to the other side of the screen. This is Rashid Mahmood aka Mridul Mahmood from puredevs.com. This is our new form of videos. These are going to be relatively small. In these videos, we are going to focus on answering the most common queries that you get from our existing customers. So if you like this kind of videos, please consider subscribing if you are on YouTube. And if you're on other social platforms, then consider following because that helps a lot. And also drop a comment because social media and YouTube are really stringy about this kind of thing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today's topic is 5 essential factors you need to know about social media scheduling tools. So what social media scheduling tools are and how do they work, that's kind of thing that we're going to cover in today's video. So let's talk about the most prominent ones first, the top 5 social media scheduling tools for small businesses. In this video we're going to focus on small businesses because if you are a large corporation, then you can afford pretty much everything under the sun. And if you're watching this video, then I'm assuming that you are someone who has just started out their business or maybe considering getting started with a new business on there and trying to spread your wing on social media. So before we get into anything, let me tell you something right off the top, that Hootsuite and Buffer provide you with the most feature-rich package. But it comes with a price, and no pun intended, that's the price, because the cost of these tools are relatively way higher than the other ones. If you want ease of use, if you want a feature-rich product but you are not that concerned about pricing, then you can probably go for Hootsuite or Buffer. But on the other hand, if you are willing to tinker a little with your tool and if you're willing to spend a little more time on the learning curve, then SocialBee, Sprout Social, Go Scheduling, these tools are also great. So I don't want to undersell them at all. Now let's move on to tips for using social media scheduling tool effectively. Now these might come as a surprise to you, but this is something that we encounter pretty frequently, that people keep using social media scheduling tool, but they don't know how to use them efficiently. By using them efficiently, what I mean is they just schedule their posts, but they don't utilize the powerful tools that comes along with this scheduling tool. For instance, they come with a content calendar, a built-in content calendar, and you need to utilize this content calendar. If you don't use a content calendar, then you will have a very hard time staying organized. It helps you to be more disciplined, and this is more important than anything else. You need to be consistent on social media, otherwise you are going to disappear from these platforms, because in the social platforms they focus more on frequency. Then of course the quality of the content matters, but that's the prerequisite. You need to have good quality content, and also you need to produce content and publish them on a frequent basis. Now next, you have to experiment and find what works best for you. This is a tricky one, and this is what I have seen happening, that people keep posting the same thing over and over again. But what I suggest you, if you're just starting out and you don't have an existing audience base, is to try different form of content, maybe some text-based content, image-based content, video-based content, and see what sticks. It's most like throw everything on the wall and see what sticks. Okay? Then take advantage of the scheduling features. This is a no-brainer, everyone knows what this is, but still I have seen people not utilizing this wonderful feature. Utilize different type of content. This is where the competitions come in. Okay, let's say that one form of content is working for your competitor. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work for you. So maybe just because you have a set competitor, that doesn't mean that your audience are also same. Your audience might be different. So keep that in mind. So if let's say that video-based content is working better for you, then focus on that and double down on that. Then comes decide what content you want to share in advance. Now this is important. If you don't plan ahead, then you will have a really hard time deciding what content you should put in front of the public. For instance, in our agency, we focus more on video-based content because this is what working right now, and people are more inclined to listen to when you have something to say in front of the camera or in front of the slides. Now here comes the juicy part. How to choose the right social media scheduling tool for your business. Now this can be categorized in 3 different segments. First, ease of use, then comes the cost and the compatibility. For me, ease of use matter. You might say that cost matter more because you are just starting out, but keep in mind that this social media tool, most of them are what I have seen is that they keep changing the layout constantly. Let's say you just used a social media tool like Buffer, and you just got logged into the app after 2 or 3 months. You'd see that many of the features had moved on, or they are nested in a different feature, and you are going to have a very hard time keeping track of where things are. So ease of use matter, and it takes a learning curve if you're just starting out. So ease of use, you need to focus on that. Then comes the cost. It's pretty self-explanatory. Choose something that goes with your business. And if you plan to do something by yourself, not hiring anyone to manage this kind of thing, let's say for us, we handle social media for our clients. For us, we try to focus on more technical tools that gives us more flexibilities. But let's say if you're, by flexibility, I mean we can control a lot of things from that very platform. We don't have to frequently log into the social medias for that. But if you're just, let's say, starting out and you cannot afford that kind of thing, or maybe you don't have time, then you can focus on getting something that is more user-friendly. Then comes the compatibility. Before you buy anything, just make sure that whichever platform you're choosing to market on, that platform is available on that social media. Most of the commonly used social media is already available to the most of the scheduling tools. But let's say if you talk about TikTok, it's relatively new, and you might find some of the social media scheduling tools out there who might not support it right away. This is it. I'm not going to drag this video any longer. If you like this kind of thing, please let us know down in the comments. Consider subscribing, and if you have any more questions, then reach out to us on our website puredevs.com, or you can personally reach out to me on LinkedIn. So have a nice day.